Yo, it's Darkman once again. Um, I just want to make this because I found this kind of cool, and yeah. So I'm gonna be comparing my 2004 that I got yesterday versus my 2006 former personal best. Um, the 2006, the 2004 is the one on the left, which is the one in the Plains Village right now. And the 2006 is the one on the right that has a Plains Village but at Stronghold Cores. Um, the 2004 was a way worse seed, like a way worse seed. But I played it so much better. My 2045 and my 2006 are probably the worst played runs I have. And the fact that they are on the best seeds I've had is disappointing to me. And the 2006 has one of my fastest stronghold enters ever. And unfortunately the nav in the stronghold was just not good. As you'll see, it'll be like a 3 minute, probably even faster than 3 minute stronghold enter. And it's not even a sub 7 nether enter, and it's crazy. And the nether is just incredible, and the nether in the 2004 is obviously really good. I mean, I almost got sub 20, so you know. And the 2006 was my first sub 20 in in-game time. And my 2004 was my third sub 20 in in-game time. But I still only have one sub 20 in RTA, which is the 1847, which is also sub 19, which is really cool. These two runs easily could have been sub 20 with the only, it's not a mistake, it's just really unlucky. And the 2004 is, spoiler alert, I missed the one cycle, like the third bed just didn't do any damage, which is unfortunate. The timings were perfect, it's just it didn't do any damage, which is obviously unfortunate. And, I mean, there was a lot that could have gone better with the 2007, or the 2006, which, you'll see. I mean, obviously, the most obvious one is the 4.5 minute nav that I have. But, I mean, if the nav, look, a 250 stronghold hit, I don't enter till like 7:30, so, yeah. A lot of things, the 4.5 minute nav, if I had insta nav, this is like 16 minutes. If I play if I play as good as I did in the 2004, it's 15 minutes, maybe even sub 15. Like, this is a very easy sub 15able seed. It's just that I got unlucky with nav and my gameplay was just not good. And the 2006 was when the Enderman Lava Tower was becoming kind of just it started existing. Like, it was like not like new, but it was maybe like 1 week old, so people were still learning it. And I was I'm like a person that like, I don't commit to learning something, like I don't commit crazy to it. So like, you'll see that when I make the lava tower in the 2006, when I make the lava tower, you'll see that I do a couple of mistakes that I don't do in the 2004, because these runs are 6 months apart, because the 26 was 6 months ago. And in the 2004, I actually did like a little bit of a different tower, which is actually better for the Enderman because it leaves more space for them. So yeah, it's just better in general. Also, in both of these runs, I did not have a timer, but in the 2004, I thought it was actually sub 20, and it was an in-game time, but RTA wasn't. And you see, I did a really good play here in the 2004 by just kind of going down here, which saved a little bit of time. So yeah. And in the 20, I got like a little bit nervous in the 2004 because I didn't have a timer, so I thought it was like PB or like at least sub 20. In the 2006, I knew it was definitely like second fastest time. Like, I knew it was a really good time for me at the time. Even 2006 would still be really good for me even now. I think for anybody, a 20 sub 20 IGC is really good. But what was I gonna say? But I knew it was a great seed. But I knew that the nav wasn't good, and I knew that I played the run horribly, so I wasn't even nervous. I was just more like disappointed in myself that I didn't play the seed, this amazingly great seed to my full ability. Another smart play here, which really paid off in the end, was this getting the string there for a bow / fishing rod. And in the 2004 session, I already had a stronghold earlier, and I got this like a couple runs later, so I was very shocked when I hit the stronghold, especially since it was so deep. I wasn't even expecting it. It was a warp spawn, which ironically this was also a warp spawn, but I liked better because the other one was a warp spawn right next to a housing bastion, and I actually had an altar pearl, and I had a 1-eye, so I only needed 10 pearls, but I actually got 11, so I ended up leaving up with 12. But unfortunately, I found another bastion and no fortress, so that is very unfortunate. Here I did obviously find the fortress, and I just played the warped because the warped was actually really good, and the housing one, it wasn't that good, but luckily I got good housing trades. So I finally hit the stronghold here in the 2004 like at 610, and now I'm like pretty much matching pace with my 2006 just because this nav was horrendous. Like I'm about to be 4 minutes into nav, and like it's just horrible. It's just so horrible. And I finally find the portal room after like 4 minutes of just searching and looking around. So I'm just about to enter, and obviously the nav on the 2004 is way better. I found the portal room after like maybe a minute or so it was not nearly as bad. I think I find it like maybe a minute and 10 afterwards. So yeah. Yeah, I go here. It's just down this staircase. So yeah, like the nav is like a minute, which is way better than 4. So I'm about to be entering here at 7:15 in the 2006. So basically, I'm about to enter maybe 30 seconds slower, which for entering the stronghold like almost 3.5 minutes later is pretty freaking good. The spawn is not as good as you'll see in the 2004 because in the 2004 I actually spawned in the warped, but you'll see in a second in the 2006 why it was so good. Because unfortunately, yeah, I enter here at like 7:40, so only like 30 seconds behind. The one problem I have with my 2006 and my 2045 is that they're both runs that have close strongholds, only about 300 blocks away, because we spawn pretty far from the origin. And I would say that the 2045 now there's a bit better. The only problem is the terrain, because the warped I play was like a bit iffy since the fort was like basically right under the warped. But either way, it's still a great nether. This fortress is a little bit far from spawn in the 2006, so it was maybe like 200, 250 to maybe 300 blocks. But no excuse to not be sub 20. And I thought I was going to die here, but I just chugged a apple that I think I found in the stronghold, which is pretty awesome. I don't know how I didn't get that off, but whatever. Dodged that like a freaking tank, and then I hate Bill. So in the 2004, I find pretty decent terrain, so I'm like, alright, I'll just play here. And I'm basically in 0-0, so I can just kind of look around as I kill Enderman and just kind of decide where I want to go. So in the 2006, I end up finding the fort, but I just still decide to play warped first, just because that's me. I'm the warped first guy. So yeah. So I technically am starting warped faster, you could say. So that's a plus. Whoa, did I look at that guy? I don't think so. And I see the fortress here. So that's pretty freaking awesome. And yeah, and I see like a lot of good warp, so I'm like, I'll play warp first because I see a lot of good warped. But obviously, even if I start the warped a little bit slower, I am in a better situation in the 2006 because obviously I have the fort right there, and like the terrain back to the home portal is way better. than the 2004, as you'll see when I leave the fort. So yeah. Also, another thing that's out of my control that could have made this run a bit faster in the 2004 is the Enderman rates. Enderman rates were not that good. The spawns were pretty decent actually. They weren't that bad, but the rates were definitely not the best. So yeah. So I'm just kind of, I think I was like looking for stuff in the fort, and then I ultimately decided to just play Warp because I'm like, okay, well, I don't really see anything. And like the terrain up here low key looks pretty good. So I just low key go up here and I'm like, okay, I'll just decide to play Warped here, and we got that. So obviously, this is what I was talking about earlier in the Warped. Boat, Lava Tower was relatively new. So, oh yeah, I got another gap over there, which is fire. Lava Tower is relatively new. So you'll see that I struggle with it because I thought the boats had to be like perfectly aligned, but they don't. And if they get out of line, just like low key, you could low key just like put it, you could like jump back down, check your pros and everything. And if you don't have enough, just kind of put them back where they're supposed to be. So obviously you can see the setup is a little bit older, or not older, but like a little bit different. And you can see, you'll see the struggle here. I already did this wrong. I should have placed the bows before I towered up here. I should know this works. So I push like that, and I tower back up, and I'm gonna start the warp like, look, and then like that, and then like I don't even know. I don't even know. Like this warp was just this that. Oh, I looked at a guy too. Tough, bro. Oh, bro, I hate when this happens. So like if you place a boat, and then an enemy gets in the boat, you can't place more boats. So you have to kill that first guy. And then my boats get out of line again. So I like have to push it in again. So this is just horrible. That could have, the nav obviously could have got me some 20. This could have got me some 20. And then you see the spawns and it's just beautiful. So I'm starting like 3 minutes later. And I check my pearls in the thing, and I'm finally leaving at like 12:50. I checked it before at like 11 something, and I only had 8. So I killed him for like another minute or so, and I got 6 more pearls. So I'm at 14 now. So like when I start the warp is when I leave, but like in the 2004. But like look at my spawns in the 2006. Like they are going crazy. So I craft my fishing rod now. Because I'm pretty confident with fishing rod now. Like, I low-key found the method. As you'll see in the 2004 end fight, I low-key found the method. Yeah, these... Whoa. I don't know how that guy didn't attack me, but I'm so grateful. So, yeah. I'm just low-key... I'm getting really lucky with these spawns. If only I built the tower better. But whatever. I already have 5 pearls, I think. Or no, that's a 3. Now I have 7, which is really good at almost. Obviously, I didn't have a timer, but I think I had like a 1 eye, a 0 eye. No, I had a 0 eye. I'm pretty sure. So both of these runs have 0 eyes. I'm pretty sure. And yeah. Also, this was like the most important decision I made in the 2004, and I'm very, very, very glad I made this decision. So basically, I wanted to stay in this high-ish terrain because I knew my portal was around here. But I'm like, because if I go here, then I'm going to have to like do some iffy terrain management. But I'm like, you know what? This seems like the best way to go. I'm just going to commit here and hopefully it pays off. So I hay bale and almost die, as you'll see. Barely hit the hay bale. But luckily, as soon as I jump down, I just see the fortress and I'm like, all right, we're chilling. So I'm going to enter the fort at like 15 minutes, which is pretty fast. Not what you would really consider sub 20 pace, but especially with the terrain back to home portal, but it was definitely sub 20 pace. as you'll see. Also, got really lucky in the freaking fortress, so that also plays a part of it. Apart from this right here, I am very shocked I did not die, but I'm also very grateful I didn't die. I would be very mad if I died there. This magma cube, thank you for not hitting me. And I'm already out. I have like I have 14 in the 2006 as well, so that's even better. But obviously, I know where the fort is. It's like literally right here. Like I'm probably gonna enter like maybe 30 seconds lower, which is not that bad really. I didn't think there was a good part here. Well, I was it was a good part, but I didn't think there was a spawn or anything. So I low key decide to play strays. Look, I'm already in the spawner. Like I'm basically ahead, bro. I'm basically ahead. I don't even have a rod yet. But the thing that separates the 2006 from the 2004 is 2 seconds. No, I'm joking. The thing that separates them is the fact that in the 2004 I get really, really good blaze rods. I think I go like 6 for 8 or something like that. Which is really, really good. So I'm already 2 for 2. I almost died there, which is also very scary. But I'm already 2 for 2. And yeah, I think I see like hella strays like through a cage. Or no, I didn't. Oh no, that was the other blazes. Now I'm just jumping here randomly, and I just see like I see 2 more strays, 3 for 3, and then 4 for 4, 5 for 5. Oh no, I forgot to kill another one. So I actually go 7 for 8, but I obviously didn't need that 7th one. And then I just see 3 more strays right here, and I literally only need 1 rod. And the first one didn't drop, but obviously, thankfully the second one dropped. But this one also dropped just in case, but obviously didn't need it. So I got really, really good blaze rates, and it was a really fast force split. It was like sub 2 minutes, barely, but still. Definitely way better than the 2006. 2006 definitely would have been sub 20 if I got the same rates, but especially since I'm in the spawner and the terrain is way better back to home portal. But yeah. It's like a 17-minute fort leave, but this is what I was talking about. The terrain back is not really good. Yeah. L run in the 2006, but it is true. It is an L run. My blaze rates in the 2006 were really, really mid. Like, I already knew I was losing sub 20 just because my rates were really mid. Like, how many rods do I have right now? Oh, wait, I'm out. Oh, wait, I'm just out. Never mind. I mean, they were still, like, decently mid, but I'm out, so that's great. Actually, I don't know how, but I somehow entered the end faster in the 2004, but I had a 2 cycle, but it was still a sub 1 fight because, first of all, the third bed missed, but I just got unlucky, to be honest with you. I just got unlucky. And but the repurchase was really fast. So I already threw 1 pearl, but I don't want to throw another one because I want to save it for the end fight, which I think was a smart decision. I think that was a really smart decision because there weren't really many other places that I could throw another pearl. I could have thrown one here, but that's like really risky, and like I don't want to lose a possible sub 20. So I know I have blocks, and I can just mine more blocks. I know I'm not gonna need any more wood, cause I'm pretty sure I made my fishing rod already, or at least I'll make it soon. And I'm gonna be leaving sub 19, so I'm gonna be in the portal room sub 19, barely. Yeah. Oh, never mind. Not even. 1902 portal room enter. Should be sub 1910. Or maybe on the dot. So I'm entering the end before I even return to the portal, which is really great. Yeah, I guess I did just craft my fishing rod already. I don't even remember when, but head up, good up for me, bruh. So I just entered the end. Beautiful eye fills, by the way. That was amazing. So this is the method. You just place a block and then crouch, and then it'll just work. 100% of the time. I don't know why that happens, but it does. So this should have been like a 1950, but like the dragon is cringe. This game is cringe, and they don't want to give me sub 20. So I lost a 1953 for that, but oh well. But yeah, the Dragon just instantly repurchased, so we're just chilling. And that's the runs. So that's my little analysis of both. That's really it. So enjoy y'all's days and goodbye.